In this lesson, we're going to look at how to classify different triangles. So the first type of triangle we're going to talk about is a right triangle. And a right triangle is a triangle that has one right angle in it. So it could look like this, or it could be turned around this way, but it's a triangle that has one 90-degree angle. An obtuse triangle is a triangle that has one obtuse angle. So it can look lots of different ways, but it's got to have one angle that's bigger than 90 degrees. As long as it's got one angle bigger than 90, then it would be considered an obtuse triangle. So those are some examples of obtuse triangles. Acute triangles are triangles where all three angles are less than 90 degrees. So any triangle where all the angles are less than 90 would be an acute triangle. So those are some examples of acute triangles. There's a couple other types of triangles we're going to talk about. An isosceles triangle is a triangle where two of the sides have the same measure. So maybe this is 4 meters, and this is 4 meters, and this is 2 meters. Since two of the sides are the same length, that's an isosceles triangle. Another example would be something like this. Okay, maybe this is 6 inches, and this is 6 inches, and this is 10 inches. And if that's the case, then that would be an isosceles triangle because this side and this side are the same. So isosceles triangles are triangles where where two of the sides are exactly the same length. A scalene triangle is a triangle where none of the sides are the same length. So maybe you have a small side, a long side, and a medium side. So all the different sides are different sizes. So maybe this is 2 meters, this is 6 meters, and this is 7 meters. So any triangle where all the different sides are different lengths. Maybe like this one here, where let's say this is 4 inches, this is 7 inches, and this is 9 inches. As long as all the sides are a different length, then it would be considered a scalene triangle. All right, so what we're going to do is practice classifying. So on this page, we are going to either say equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. Equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. And I'm just going to abbreviate E, I, or S. Okay? So in this first triangle, you notice all the sides are a different length. And so since they're all different, that would be a scalene triangle. So this is an S. You know, I'm realizing actually we did not talk about equilateral. So let's take a minute and talk about equilateral. So equilateral is where you have a triangle where all the sides are exactly the same. So maybe this is 3, 3, and 3. Okay, so if we take a look at letter B, all these sides are the same. So this would be equilateral. And in letter C, to me, they all look a different length. So that would be scalene. In number 2 here, it appears to me that these two look the same, so this would be isosceles because it has two that are the same. This one looks like all three are different, so that would be scalene. This one looks like it has two that are the same, so that would be isosceles. This one looks like it has 3 that are the same, so that would be equilateral. This one looks like they're all different, so that would be scalene. And this one looks like it has 2 that are the same, so that would be isosceles. So that's how you classify a triangle based on its side lengths. All right, so on the next page, we're going to do something similar, but here we're going to classify them as acute, right, or obtuse. Remember, acute is where all the angles are less than 90. Right is where it has one 90-degree angle, and obtuse is where it has one angle bigger than 90. So in this first one, notice these are all acute angles, so this is an acute triangle. Here we have a 90-degree angle, so that would be a right triangle. And here, these angles all look acute to me, so that would be an acute triangle. In number 2, we have an obtuse angle, so that's an obtuse triangle. This one is an obtuse angle, so that's an obtuse triangle. This one, these definitely look acute, and this one, actually this one looks like it could be a 90-degree angle, so I think this is a right triangle. In number 3, this is definitely an obtuse angle, so it's an obtuse triangle. This one, all the angles are less than 90, so that's an acute triangle. And here we have a 90-degree angle, so that's a right triangle. Finally, for the last row, this is a 90-degree angle, so that's a right triangle. This one looks close. I think it's actually a little bit bigger than 90, so I'm going to call that obtuse. And these are all less than 90, so this is an acute triangle. So those are examples of how to classify triangles based on their angles. And those are just some different examples of how to classify triangles.